Seniors, avoid these 3 desserts. They cause swollen ankles and knee stiffness. Did you know that the delicious dessert you enjoy every evening might be the hidden culprit behind your swollen ankles and stiff knees? After 60, our bodies process sugar and certain ingredients completely differently. And what used to be an innocent pleasure can now become the main reason you wake up every morning feeling like your legs are filled with concrete. Thousands of seniors wake up daily with puffy ankles, rigid knees, and heavy legs, having no idea that the answer might be sitting right there in their refrigerator or pantry. Most people ignore these warning signs until it's too late, when mobility is already compromised and every step becomes a struggle. Here's what's really happening. Certain desserts create a perfect storm of inflammation, fluid retention, and joint stiffness that specifically targets people over 60. Your metabolism has slowed down, your kidneys aren't filtering as efficiently, and your body's inflammatory response has become hypersensitive to sugar spikes and processed ingredients. Today, I'm going to reveal the 3 most dangerous desserts for your mobility after 60. Desserts that seem harmless but are creating silent inflammation in your body, trapping fluids in your tissues, and stiffening your joints in ways you never imagined. And more importantly, I'll show you delicious alternatives that will satisfy your sweet tooth without sabotaging your legs. Tip No. 1. Ice cream, the hidden sodium bomb. The first dessert that's secretly destroying your mobility is commercial ice cream. Now I know what you're thinking. Ice cream doesn't taste salty, so how can it cause swelling? Here's the shocking truth. Most commercial ice creams contain hidden sodium compounds that act as stabilizers and preservatives. A single serving of premium ice cream can contain up to 180 milligrams of sodium. That's nearly 8% of your daily limit in just 1 scoop. But here's where it gets worse for seniors. After 60, your kidneys become less efficient at filtering excess sodium. This means that sodium stays in your system longer, forcing your body to retain water to dilute it. The result? Those puffy ankles you notice every morning, that tightness in your legs, and that feeling like you're walking through mud. The dairy proteins in ice cream also trigger inflammatory responses in many seniors, particularly those with mild lactose sensitivities that develop with age. The sugar content compounds this problem. Most ice creams contain 20 to 25 grams of sugar per serving, causing rapid blood sugar spikes that trigger insulin release. Excess insulin signals your kidneys to hold onto sodium, creating a vicious cycle of fluid retention and inflammation. But here's something that might surprise you about the connection between ice cream and joint stiffness. Wait until you hear what I discovered about timing. Did you know that eating ice cream after 7 p.m. makes the problem 10 times worse? I'll explain why in just a moment. But first, if you're finding this information helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any of our exclusive videos with tips to keep your legs strong and your body moving. Tip number 2. Store-bought cookies and pastries. The second mobility destroyer hiding in your kitchen is store-bought cookies and pastries. These innocent-looking treats are loaded with trans fats, high-fructose corn syrup, and inflammatory oils that create a perfect storm for joint problems in seniors. Trans fats, even in small amounts, increase inflammatory markers in your blood by up to 78% within just 2 hours of consumption. For seniors, whose inflammatory systems are already more sensitive, this creates a cascade of problems. The inflammation doesn't just stay in your bloodstream, it travels to your joints, particularly weight-bearing joints like your knees and ankles. High-fructose corn syrup, found in almost every commercial cookie and pastry, is processed differently than regular sugar. It bypasses normal blood sugar regulation and goes straight to your liver, where it's converted to fat and inflammatory compounds. These compounds specifically target the small blood vessels in your extremities, leading to poor circulation and that heavy, swollen feeling in your legs. The worst part: the preservatives used to keep these products fresh on store shelves contain compounds that disrupt your body's natural anti-inflammatory processes. Sodium benzoate, calcium propionate, and BHT all interfere with your cellular repair mechanisms, making it harder for your body to recover from daily wear and tear. Tip number 3. Fruit pies and tarts with commercial fillings. Here's where many health-conscious seniors get tricked. Fruit pies and tarts seem like healthier options because they contain fruit, right? Wrong. Commercial fruit fillings are among the worst culprits for causing mobility problems in people over 60. These fillings are packed with corn syrup, modified food starch, and artificial thickeners that your digestive system struggles to process efficiently after 60. Your gut microbiome changes as you age, and these artificial compounds feed harmful bacteria while starving the beneficial ones that help control inflammation. The modified food starch, in particular, causes rapid spikes in blood sugar that are even more dramatic than regular sugar. This triggers massive insulin responses that not only promote fat storage around your midsection, but also increase inflammatory markers throughout your body. But here's the kicker. The artificial colors and flavors used in these fillings contain compounds that specifically target your lymphatic system. Your lymphatic system is responsible for draining excess fluid from your tissues. When it's compromised by these chemicals, fluid gets trapped in your lower extremities, causing that morning stiffness and swelling that makes it hard to get out of bed. Have you ever noticed that your legs feel heavier and stiffer on days after you've had dessert? Comment below with yes or no. I want to know what type of content you need to see more of here on our channel. Tip number 4. The timing factor that makes everything worse. Now here's something that will shock you. It's not just what you eat, but when you eat it, that determines how much damage these desserts do to your mobility. Eating any of these 3 desserts after 6 p.m. amplifies their negative effects by up to 300%. Here's why. After 60, your circadian rhythms change dramatically. Your body's ability to process sugar and clear inflammatory compounds slows down significantly in the evening. Your kidneys, which are responsible for filtering excess sodium and toxins, work at only 60% efficiency during nighttime hours in seniors. When you eat these problematic desserts in the evening, they sit in your system all night long, creating inflammation, retaining fluids, and stiffening your joints while you sleep. This is why you wake up feeling like your legs are made of lead, why your ankles are puffy, and why those first few steps out of bed are so painful. The solution isn't just avoiding these desserts. It's understanding that your body needs at least 4 hours to process sugary foods before bedtime. If you must have dessert, have it before 3 p.m. when your metabolism is still active and your body can properly clear the inflammatory compounds. If this tip surprised you, imagine what's still coming. Subscribe to our channel now so you won't miss our upcoming videos with practical solutions for your mobility and well-being. Tip number 5, the secret ingredient that changes everything. Here's the game-changing detail that almost nobody pays attention to, but those who understand it transform their entire relationship with desserts and mobility. The secret isn't eliminating all sweets. It's understanding how to neutralize their inflammatory effects using one simple kitchen ingredient that you probably already have. Cinnamon. Real Ceylon cinnamon, not the common cassia variety found in most grocery stores. Ceylon cinnamon contains compounds called proanthocyanidins that literally block the inflammatory pathways triggered by sugar consumption. Just half a teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon taken 30 minutes before eating any dessert can reduce inflammatory markers by up to 40%. But here's where it gets really interesting. Cinnamon also improves insulin sensitivity by up to 29% in seniors, which means your body processes sugar more efficiently and retains less fluid. The chromium in cinnamon helps your cells use glucose more effectively, preventing those dangerous blood sugar spikes that trigger the cascade of inflammation and fluid retention. This is one of those details that almost nobody pays attention to, but those who understand it change everything about how they experience desserts and mobility. I've seen seniors go from struggling to walk upstairs to dancing at their grandchildren's weddings, simply by implementing this one strategy alongside making smarter dessert choices. The 3 healthy alternatives I recommend are Greek yogurt with fresh berries and a sprinkle of Ceylon cinnamon, homemade chia pudding sweetened with stevia and vanilla, and baked apples stuffed with walnuts and cinnamon. These satisfy your sweet tooth while actually supporting healthy circulation and joint function. Remember, your body after 60 is different, but it's not broken. It just needs you to work with its changed rhythms and sensitivities instead of against them. Those swollen ankles and stiff knees aren't inevitable. They're often just signals that your body needs you to make smarter choices about timing and ingredients. Staying active and maintaining your independence after 60 is absolutely possible. If these tips helped you understand the connection between desserts and mobility, subscribe to our channel now and hit that notification bell to keep learning with us. In our next video, I'll reveal the 3 morning habits that are stealing your energy and making your joints ache. You won't want to miss it. Your mobility is your freedom, and every choice you make either supports it or undermines it. Choose wisely, choose knowledgeably, and choose with the understanding that your body is capable of amazing healing when you give it what it needs. See you in the next video.